Welcome back. It's a new month and I hope you're all excited. We've got some great announcements, we've got some exciting news, and in this video we're going to start off with, is Pulsechain and Pulsex about to make its parabolic move? Why? Because we may have found our market bottom, and that's what we're going to discuss in this video. And as I said, if this truly is the market bottom, everybody is in for a fantastic June, right? Now, before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. Now, the first thing that we have to acknowledge here is that Pulsechain and Pulsex haven't even been around for 1 month yet, right? A lot of people are forgetting this. I know a lot of people are familiar with Hex, a lot of people are familiar with Richard Heart, but you have to remember that both of these projects are extremely new, and typically we don't see what we're seeing here. Pulsechain and Pulsex are off to a great start. Why do I say that? Typically, when a project launches, we see price go up, we see it go down, and then we see it range at a bottom for quite some time and then make its move. Whereas we're seeing the opposite here, right? We saw price go up, we saw price go down, and then we saw price make its move, highs on the 22nd, and then of course we've now seen price pull back. So the question is, where do we go from here for Pulsechain and Pulsex? Now, the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go to the Pulsechain chart, and then we'll finish with Pulsex, right? This is a Pulsex chart, but let's just have a look at Pulsechain quickly, right? So here's Pulsechain. And again, what I would say is the chart does look very familiar to Pulsex. And I would actually say the Pulsechain chart is more predictable than Pulsex. There's less volatility here. It seems to be respecting certain Fibonacci areas. I'll talk about that shortly. I don't want to confuse anybody in this video. But what I would say is the technicals are great, right? But with projects that are this new, I wouldn't pay too much attention to the technical data, right? So if you see, a nice breakdown, a nice chart breakdown, etc., it may look great, but it's not going to tell us much without understanding the fundamentals behind the project and the broader market, right? These are the three things that we have to take into account. If you just get the technicals, is a waste of time. Why? Because this project is in price discovery mode. Both projects are in price discovery mode. Therefore, if you're just focusing on the technicals, you're not going to get a true picture of what's actually happening, right? And as it stands, we are predicting a fantastic June across the board. That's for crypto, that's for stocks, etc. And I do think that's going to have a positive effect on Pulsechain and Pulsex. Now, so far, we've seen Pulsechain pull back from its peak. Let me just show you guys what we have here. So from its peak, we saw Pulsex sell off approximately 55%, right, from its peak on the 22nd of May, right? We did see price go lower, almost, I believe it was almost 70%. Let's just have a look. There we go, 65% sell-off, right? And that was, believe it or not, on the last day of the month, on the 31st of May. And now we're starting to see price pull back. Now we have three confluences that are indicating that we may have found a market bottom for Pulsechain in particular. Now, number one would be, again, it is a technical tool. As I said, paying 100% attention to it wouldn't make sense. But if we were to factor in all these confluences, I would say the fact that price has gone down, broke below the 61.8 fib, and is now starting to creep back above. I believe if we close above this area, we're going to make solid moves to the upside, right? And that's from a technical perspective. But remember, I said the technicals alone is completely irrelevant. But let's look at some of the fundamental perspectives. So the broader market, we know that a vote just passed in the Senate where they voted to pass the debt ceiling. So they're going to increase the debt ceiling, right? And this, I believe, is going to have a positive impact on the broader market, right? At least in the short term. And get ready for that. Keep a close eye on the market this weekend and next week, right? And that, I believe, will also have a positive impact on the crypto market, which should also have a positive impact on Pulsechain and PulseX. And not only that, I do think a lot of the sellers have been exhausted now. Now, again, to put things into perspective, I'm not saying that we cannot see further downside moves in June, right? So it could completely decorrelate from the overall market and could move to the downside despite a positive overall crypto sentiment, right? Now that of course wouldn't be a good thing, but we still have to take into account that this project is very much new, and if that does happen, we have DCA targets, right? So we have entry targets. In fact, we have entry targets available right now if you're interested, and that's available in Crypto Crew Premium. Again, click the link below, sign up and join. This week, the first week of June, we're going to be releasing a new crypto gem that's a part of the Pulsechain ecosystem. And I personally believe that that project will do better than Pulsechain and Pulsex combined percentage-wise in the short term. So if you want access to that, click the link below, join Crypto Crew Premium right this second. Start your month with a bang, all right? Just sign up below and you'll get access to that information as well as our entries, and we're going to talk about exits right now in our Crypto Crew Premium channel. So sign up below and join us. So let's continue, but let's just focus on the positive data, right? So if we do start to see reversals, then we should start to see, I think price should start to move from today, at least move above this 61.8. That would be a great sign. And for Pulsex, which is a lot more volatile than Pulsechain, again, the data is looking really, really good. I mean, the price action, is looking really, really good, and it's very attractive for those that obviously, a bit concerned about the accumulation of red candles that we started to see towards the end of the month, right? So again, similarly with Pulsechain, we do want to see price move above the 61.8, and I think that could be the indication of a bottom for Pulsechain and Pulsex together. Now, as I mentioned, there's a lot more to this. I'm going to discuss further in our Crypto Crew Premium channel. I'm going to talk about some of the things that are actually happening within the actual ecosystem itself. I'm also going to demonstrate why focusing too much on the data that you're seeing on social media is also a detriment to your overall success with these two projects, right? Because a lot of people need to understand, as I mentioned at the start, the technical analysis, paying close attention to the price action, right? And the only reason why I do this is because I want to give people an edge, right? That's why you guys are subscribed. That's why you're in Crypto Crew Premium, because you want an edge over everybody else, right? But at the same time, paying attention to, too much to the price action, especially from a negative perspective, is going to end up basically, a lot of people are going to end up missing out on what could be the biggest crypto plays of this year leading into 2024. As I mentioned, Hex achieved 1,000,000% in 1 year. It's going to be very interesting to see what Pulsechain and Pulsex achieve in 6 months, right? So brace yourselves, get ready for a fantastic May. We've got another video update coming in Crypto Crew Premium. As I mentioned, we're going to be releasing that new project in the Pulsechain ecosystem that I think is going to do better than Pulsex and Pulsechain combined from a percentage perspective. And we also have other exclusive there as well. So I'll see you all in a second. Until the next update, seize the day.